Hello friend, welcome to our YouTube channel Fazal Career and Education. This is Fazal here. I hope you all are fine. Today I will discuss you a history of Bitcoin, complete detail inshallah in this video. I hope you would like this video. If you like, kindly subscribe our channel, press the bell icon and set the all notification or like, share, or comment on this video. So let's get started the video or watch carefully. So inshallah you will get complete detail. So cryptocurrency or crypto is a digital assets designed to work as a medium of exchange wherein individual coin ownership records are stored in a ledger existing in a form of a computerized database using strong cryptography to secure transaction records. Basically this is a PDF file from where I read the details. You can read this file also. Pause video and read carefully. So next, to control the creation of additional coins and to verify the transfer of coin ownership, it is typically does not exist in physical form like paper money and is typically not issued by a central authority. Cryptocurrencies typically use decentralized control as opposed to centralized digital currency and central banking system. And when a cryptocurrency is minted or created prior to issuance or issued by a single issuer, it is generally considered centralized when implemented with decentralized control. Each cryptocurrency works through distributed ledger technology, typically a blockchain that serves as a public financial transaction database. So move to next page. Here you can see the logo of Bitcoin. Basically Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. Inshallah next video I will discuss the complete history of Bitcoin. Bitcoin first released as open source software in 2009 is the first decentralized cryptocurrency since the release of Bitcoin. Other cryptocurrencies have been created. Other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Litecoin, or so on. So discuss the history of cryptocurrencies in this video. History. In 1983, the American cryptographer David Chaum conceived an anonymous cryptographic electronic money called eCash. Later in 1995 has implemented in through DigiCash, an early form of cryptographic electronic payment which required user software in order to withdraw notes from a bank and designate specific encrypted keys before it can be sent to our receipts. This allowed the digital currency to be untraceable by the issuing bank, the government, or any third party. In 1996, the National Security Agency published a paper entitled How to Make a Mint, the Cryptography of Anonymous Electronic Cash, describing a cryptocurrency system, first publishing it in an MIT mailing list and later in 1997 in the American Law Review, Volume 46, Issue 4. So here the formal definitions of cryptocurrencies. Let's start. According to John Lansky, a cryptocurrency is a system that meets 6 conditions. The system does not require a central authority. Its state is maintained through distributed consensus. The system keeps an overview of cryptocurrency units and their ownership. The system defines whether new cryptocurrency units can be created. If new cryptocurrency units can be created, the system defines the circumstances of their origin and how to determines the ownership of these new units. Ownership of cryptocurrency units can be provided exclusively cryptographically. The system allows transaction to be performed in which ownership of cryptographic units is changed. A transaction statement can only be issued by an entity providing the current ownership of these units. If two different instructions for changing the ownership of the same cryptographic units are simultaneously entered, the system perform at most one of them. So these six are the basic condition according to Jan Lansky of cryptocurrencies. So next, move to next page. In this page, I will discuss the crypto token and architecture. A blockchain account can provide function of other than making payment. For example, in decentralized applications or smart contract. In these case, the units or coins are sometimes referred to as crypto tokens or cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are typically generated by their own blockchain like Bitcoin and Litecoin, where tokens are usually issued within a smart contract running on top of a blockchain such as Ethereum. Next is architecture. Decentralized cryptocurrency is produced by the entire cryptocurrency system collectively at a rate which is defined when the system is created and which is publicly known in centralized banking and economic systems such as the Federal Reserve System. Corporate boards or governments control the supply of currency by printing units of the fiat money or demanding additions to digital banking ledger. In the case of decentralized cryptocurrency, companies or governments cannot produce new units and have not so far providing backing for other firms, banks or corporate entities which hold assets value measures in it. The underlying technical system upon which decentralized cryptocurrencies are based was created by the group or individual known as Satoshi Nakamoto. So here we discuss the blockchain. What is blockchain? The validity of each cryptocurrency coins is provided by a blockchain. A blockchain is a continuously growing list of records called blocks which are linked and secured using cryptography. Each block typically contains a hash pointer as a link to a previous block, timestamps and transaction data. For use as a distributed ledger, a blockchain is typically managed by a peer-to-peer network collectively adhering to a protocol for validating new blocks, which requires collisions of the network majority. Blockchains are secure by design and are an example of a distributed computing system with high Byzantine fault tolerance. Decentralized consensus has therefore been achieved with the blockchain. So here you can see the nodes. In the world of cryptocurrency, a node is a computer that connects to a cryptocurrency network. The node supports the relevant cryptocurrencies network through either relaying transaction validation or hosting a copy of the blockchain. In terms of relaying transaction, each network computer node has a copy of the blockchain of the cryptocurrency it supports. When a transaction is made, the node creating the transaction broadcasts details of the transaction using encryption to their nodes throughout the node network, so that the transaction and every other transaction is known. Node owner are either volunteer, those hosted by the organization or body responsible for developing to cryptocurrencies blockchain network technology, or those that are entitled to host a node to receive rewards from hosting the node network. So here we discuss the mining. Basically, mining is the system where with the help of mining you can earn Bitcoin or mine the Bitcoin. Here you can see the mining machine called mining farm. So discuss the mining detail. In cryptocurrency network, mining is a validation of transaction. For this effort, successful miners obtain new cryptocurrency as a reward. The reward decrease transaction fees by creating a complementary initiative to incentives to contribute to the processing power of the network. The rate of generating hashes which validate any transaction has been increased by the use of specialized machines such as FPGAs and ASICs running complex hashing algorithm like SHA-256 and script. This arms race for cheaper yet efficient machine has existed since the day the first cryptocurrency Bitcoin was introduced in 2009. With more people venturing into the world of virtual currency, generating hashes for this validation has become for more complex over the years, with miners having to invest large sums of money on employing multiple high performance ASICs. Thus, the value of the cryptocurrency obtained for finding a hash often does not justify the amount of money spent on setting up the machines. The cooling facilities to overcome the heat they produce and electricity required to run them. Favorite regions for mining are those with cheap electricity and or a cold climate. As of July 2019, Bitcoin electricity consumption is estimated to about 7 gigawatts, 0.2% of the global total, or equivalent to that of Switzerland. So now here in this page we will discuss the wallets. What is wallet? Basically this is the part of cryptocurrencies, and let's start. A cryptocurrency wallet stores the public and private keys or seed which can be used to receive or spend the cryptocurrency. With the private key, it is possible to write in the public ledger, effectively spending the associated cryptocurrency. With the public key, it is possible for others to send currency to the wallet. There exist multiple methods of storing or seed in a wallet, from using paper wallet, which are traditional public, private or seed keys written on paper, to using hardware wallets, which are dedicated hardware to securely store your wallet information. Using a digital wallet, which is a computer with a software hosting your wallet information, hosting your wallet using an exchange where cryptocurrency is traded, or by storing your wallet information on a digital medium such as plain text. So now last we will discuss the legality. The legal status of cryptocurrencies varies substantially from country to country, and it is still undefined or changing in many of them. At least one study has shown that broad generalizations about the use of Bitcoin in illicit finance are significantly overstated, and that blockchain analysis is an effective crime fighting and intelligence gathering tool. While some countries have explicitly allowed their use and trade, others have banned or restricted it. According to the Library of Congress, an absolute ban on trading or using cryptocurrency applies in 8 countries: Algeria, Bolivia, Egypt, Iraq, Morocco, Nepal, Pakistan, and the United Arab Emirates. An implicit ban applied in 15 countries, which include Bahrain, Bangladesh, China, Colombia, the Dominican Republic, Indonesia, Iran, Kuwait, Lesotho, Lithuania, Mecca, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Taiwan. The United States and Canada state and provincial securities regulators, coordinated through the North America Securities Administrators Association, are investigating Bitcoin scams and ICOs in 40 jur- jurisdictions. Various government agencies, department and court have classified Bitcoin differently. China Central Bank banned the handing of Bitcoin by financial institution in China in early 2014. The Russia through cryptocurrency are legal. It is legal to actually purchase goods with any currencies other than the Russian ruble. Regulation and bans that apply to Bitcoin probably extend to similar cryptocurrencies system. Okay, so this is the basic history and information of Bitcoin. I hope you would like this video. Inshallah, we will discuss the further details in next video, because this videos is almost 15 minute. So I don't want to make long video, because you people are bored during watch this video. So I hope you would like this video. Kindly subscribe our channel and press the bell icon, like, share or comment on this video. Thanks for watching.